All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of One Take Podcast. This is the 16th episode. I've been trying to do this for the past 2 weeks now, but we just had to keep delaying until today. Thankfully, we managed to get a date this time, and for today I have two guests here, completely new by the way. No recurring guests here this time. Let's first go to the top of the list here. They are both turbos at Video Games Awesome, and I would like to introduce Lauren and Katie. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
And I believe your turbo name is Lorethekeeperof, and Fighterkes is the same as yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So how we do it here? Pretty much, I send you the questions early. You give me your answers, and we'll go over them and our opinions on whatever we talk about here.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds fun.
Alright then. So, I sent you guys these questions, and it's pretty basic questions really here. I mean, it was the same questions as my last podcast I did with SYT Yoshi, Red Laddie, and Midnight Starlight. That was my last episode. But yeah, let's get it going. So far, do you guys have a favorite film this year? We'll start with Lord this time.
Oh man, this year, what came out? Like, I forgot about films. What kind of things were came out this year? I think the most recent movie I saw was like Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde?
Yeah, and I think like I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it's the one I remember and I enjoy. I didn't go to the movies much this year. You can.
I saw Laura cry during a movie this year.
Oh shit! Logan did come out this year.
Yeah, Logan came out in March.
Logan did come out this year. See, like it felt like 2017. It felt like 6 years. So like that just seems so far that I was just. Like, I can't believe Logan did actually come out this year. Yeah, then Logan. Yeah, then definitely Logan.
Oh, that was pretty funny how you forgot Logan came out early this year.
No, I just thought it came out in like 2016. Oh
No, it was March. It was in March this year.
It was in March. Okay.
Yeah.
We saw that together. Me and Katie saw it together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I saw a Twitter post on that.
Yeah, and I did open the mute.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Oh.
My sister came into the room, didn't know I was doing this.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, that was random. Katie, what about you?
Hands down, my favorite movie of the year is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Volume 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also haven't seen a lot of movies this year, but yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many that came out this year. I actually have a list here of my 5-star movies this year.
Oh, wow.
I have 4 movies this year that are 5 stars so far. I'll go through my list quickly too. The first movie I have, in no correct order, War for the Planet of the Apes. It was a very emotional conclusion to an already great trilogy. Have you guys seen the first 2 by any chance? Dawn and Rise?
I saw the first one, but it was right when it came out, or a little bit after.
Love you.
I think I saw it on TV, and I was very like it's a vague memory, but I remember enjoying it. I really think it's
Yeah, I've seen the first 2. I've heard the third one is good. I just haven't had time to go see it, but that makes me more interested in trying to go watch it now.
Yeah, as someone who's never seen a single Planet of the Apes film except for the newer ones, I really appreciated this trilogy a lot. And I'm telling you, man, Andy Serkis just has to be nominated for his performance as Caesar. It makes me sad that motion capture actors don't get as much recognition these days. Yeah, it's. I hope he hopefully. The next one I have here is you guys mentioned before, Logan.
Yeah.
Logan is my favorite superhero movie this year, if you even could call it a superhero movie, honestly. It really didn't feel like one if you think about it.
Last of Us Part 2 was really
movie.
good. Last of Us Part 2 was an amazing movie, and I just want to clear that this is a bad joke, but yeah, Logan is just, oh my god, my emotions, my heart is weeping down.
Yeah, as soon as the movie ended, I looked over to my friends and I saw my one of my friends crying so hard because he was just in emotion like throughout the film, because he grew up with X-Men like I did as well. So
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman had been Wolverine for
since 1999.
17 years. That was a big, like, you're 19. Like, you existed 2 years, and then Hugh Jackman was Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it.
I know. It was literally a year after I was born that he took the role as Wolverine, and just to think that, it's pretty incredible that he hasn't been recast or anything like that throughout his years as part of the X-Men.
It's gonna be weird when they bring it back and it's not, like, because with the new X-Men movies, they do give you a glimpse of, like, Wolverine for a second in those younger periods, and it's gonna be weird when they do it again and it's not him.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
And Professor X too, Patrick Stewart.
Oh, Patrick Stewart was incredible in that film too. I thought that was his best performance yet in an X-Men film. I hope, cross my fingers, I hope both of them get nominated as well for Oscars, because they really killed it in their roles.
Yeah, like, oh,
That would be awesome.
that'd be so good. The girl too, the little girl, I forgot what her name is.
Laura Daffy Keane. That's the actress's name, who played X-23/Laura. She was also incredible in that film. Everybody mostly in that film was incredible. Even Stephen Merchant, who I didn't even recognize for a minute.
Yeah, that was so fucked up. I was just like, who was he? And they were like, he was the blind, like, the albino dude. I was like, holy shit.
It's fucking Wheatley.
What are you doing here? But I was like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Logan, one of the best this year so far. And I don't know if anything else can top it.
Yeah.
My other two ones, the second one I have here is the film by Edgar Wright, who you might know that did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It's Baby Driver. Have you guys seen Baby Driver yet?
I have not.
No.
I heard it's really good though.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I just need to see, but I have not seen.
Baby Driver was a total blast. Like, if you just want to have fun during a movie, you definitely, there's no looking further than Baby Driver. Like, it was just a fun ride throughout.
So many good people in it too. Like,
there's a lot of good people in it,
and I love Kevin Spacey.
Everybody in their role was good, including Ansel Elgort, who I didn't really know personally, except he was in Fault in Our Stars, which I didn't see because I'm not really a YA guy. So
he in Fault in Our Stars, for what Fault in Our Stars was he did a good job.
Okay, well that's good to hear, because I didn't really knew who he was except for that. So seeing him in this film was honestly quite surprising, and he really impressed me. I'm very excited to see what he does in the future, and I'm very excited to see what Edgar Wright does next, because after 5 perfect films, that's when you know everybody's gonna be excited for your next film, no matter what. And the final film I have here that is listed as 5 stars, I have Dunkirk. Have any of you guys seen Dunkirk?
No.
No, we're so bad. We have not seen Dunkirk.
Oh man, so
I wasn't super interested in seeing it. Like, I just, for some reason.
I'm not a war movie kind of person. That's
yeah, I understand. Like, if you're not a war person, then it's definitely not going to appeal to you, probably. But what I really loved about Dunkirk was the technical aspects. Like, everything felt real. when seeing it in IMAX was just the best. It was the best way to go to see that movie. IMAX is the way to go to see Dunkirk, and you know, as much as I have to say this, Harry Styles from One Direction was actually pretty good at acting too.
Is he? So he's actually in it. Like
he's in it. He's in
not
it.
a gag. I keep people think. Every time I see a tweet about Harry Styles being in Dunkirk, I keep people are trolling me. But
It's
he's actually like.
it's not a gag. He's one of the characters in it.
What the hell?
It's
Now it's on her list.
He's really good though. Like I saw this movie with my sister, and she saw him fangirling all the way throughout that film about her. But no, like I was really impressed with his acting too. Like again, that's his first role. Like
that just boggles my mind.
yeah, Dunkirk was all around a great film, and not only Harry Styles was great. I'm also a huge Tom Hardy fan because of Mad Max and all his films he did before. So yeah, I really loved it. And honorable mentions also go out to films that didn't quite make the list, but I'm giving them an honorable mention anyways. Wonder Woman, a great film from DC. Have you guys seen Wonder Woman?
I don't think I have. I haven't. I know I was bad. We are the worst.
Oh man.
Have y'all seen anything good? No.
I mean, I'm not the biggest DC fan, and I've heard it's good. I haven't had the drive to go see it.
I understand. I get.
Seeing movies in Austin is one of like we are like the bastion of like the new films and stuff, but it is so hard because like one of the main places you go see films and movies in Austin is in Alamo Drafthouse. The thing about Drafthouse is that it's always sold out, always. So unless you play 2 weeks ahead to be like, I'm gonna see a movie.
You know the
get into that
you know the Drafthouse is gonna have an all clown screening of it.
Oh yeah, we're trying to go to that.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Katie, but I'm trying to get into that.
I will not dress up, so don't.
Good luck in a room full of clowns.
It's gonna be awesome because it's gonna be full of self-aware clowns. That's the gag. They're like, hell yeah, let's see it.
I also have to give honorable mention to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I did love as well.
Yes.
Spider-Man Homecoming. I really like that one too. John Wick Chapter 2, one of the best action movies I've seen all year as well, along with the first one.
I want to see John Wick 2, because I love John Wick 1.
Yeah, John Wick 2 is the shit. It's awesome. And
I love Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Keanu Reeves is fucking great.
I love him with my heart. Like, I can't, like, I know that whole, like, oh, he only has one face, but, like, it's a good face.
I know. Cassie, can you close the door?
Like, I can't be mad at anything Keanu Reeves creates.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. I'm glad that Keanu Reeves has something good up his belt again, because if in the past years he hasn't really had a good film, honestly. Like before John Wick, he was kind of doing low budget shit, and I was kind of like sad in a minute.
Yeah.
And yeah, John Wick 2 is a blast, just like the first one was. And then my final mention is probably my favorite horror movie this year, Get Out.
Get Out came out this year too? Holy shit!
Yeah.
I forgot about Get Out.
It came out February.
February? Are you kidding me? I thought that was also 2016. What the fuck? Get Out also on this list. Jesus Christ. I forget how years work.
Oh man. Yeah, Get Out was great. I also same thing with Split as well. Split was also great this year.
Yeah, you know, like all these scary movies. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
Are you not a big fan of horror?
Nope.
Katie can't, like,
Really?
Katie won't watch weird things either. Like, if it has, like, a slight chance of being terrifying, she will just, like, back out. It's like she has to play Fallout.
So you're not gonna watch it this year then?
Oh hell no! No way.
Are you afraid of clowns?
I'm not afraid of clowns, but I just don't like scary things.
She's
Like,
afraid of fear.
Hey, Get Out isn't really that scary. It's just very intriguing, in my opinion.
Get Out! is like, I guess it's all about perspectives and stuff too. Because I watched this with my very African American father, and there's like parts that like wouldn't like be scary to someone like sort of outside of that, but then there's certain things my dad's like, no, none of this, let's get out of the theater, let's leave, let's not be here anymore. And I was like, and also just the way it's filmed is so like amazing. Like Jordan Peele just really like just came and like fucking wrecked, and then it was like, bye, I'm gonna see y'all later, I'm just gonna leave this here, y'all can deal with it.
Yeah, Jordan Peele. Like, I honestly think that Jordan Peele is doing well in his career after his Key and Peele skits. Like, holy shit! I never thought he would direct something like this. Like,
Yeah.
this is the guy that started in Key and Peele for a long time, and then did Keanu with the same guy, Key, and then next thing you know, he would direct a horror film that was actually one of the best this year.
Yeah, it's like, it's just like, it shows like, because he took something that they would joke about, and then he's like, alright, this is something we joke about, and now we're gonna make it scary.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he was in that right mindset throughout. He just changed the tone and how to view this, because I could easily see the plot of Get Out being a comedy sketch. Like, if the tone was shifted and the tone was different, I could see them making like a satirical Key and Peele doing a satirical comedy that is the plot of Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could see, like, just a tone shift, and it can all just be one big gag.
Yeah, what was I gonna say about it? I mean, I guess you could say it's scary in, like, the psychological aspect. Like, I can understand why it's scary for some people, but in my opinion, I thought it was really intriguing all the way through. Like, I was just hooked from scene one alone.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forget that cold open. I forget about the cold open, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, all around great film that Get Out was, and I'm excited to see what Jordan Peele does next. It was like, okay, well, why don't we flip this around a little bit, actually, because I actually didn't include this in the questions, but do you guys have a worst film this year?
God.
I have disappointment.
You could
Like, I was
that counts too.
Yeah.
Valerian, I saw that.
Oh no.
Oh, I heard.
I liked a lot of it. It was the main actor, not even the girl, but the main actor, totally miscast for the role he was playing, and
Yeah.
You're talking about Dane
it
DeHaan,
made it
right?
not work.
Yeah.
I like him, but he was just totally miscast. He was trying to be like up and like roguelike, and it just didn't work. If they would have gotten anybody else, it probably would have worked.
I think, like, for me, probably Atomic Blonde.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think, like, because I like spy stuff, because I went with my parents, and I kind of gauge their reactions and stuff, and so, like, my dad's a big spy movie fan, my mom's not, and I'm sort of in the middle, like, I like spy movies, and I like that on and stuff, and I love Charlize Theron. I think Charlize Theron was the best part of that movie, but I think, stylistically, there was a lot of, like, I think that whole, like, stark, muted color palette really made it hard for me to say it. It seemed very, like, dull to the eye. I don't think they went far enough with it, so it just seems like a real muddy movie. And also, like, I don't know, I'm also not the best with grit, too, and, like, I feel like of the movie, and the gritty bits were, I don't know, just didn't make it enjoyable, especially when some of them weren't necessary within the grand scheme of the story. Like, there's even parts where, like, I won't spoil anything, but, like Charlize Theron said, like, this didn't have to happen, and I'm like, yeah, damn right it didn't. And it just kind of was just like, but, like, the action was really good, I will say that. I loved every fight scene. Those were awesome. But then, like,
The plot?
the plot, like, I was intrigued. Like, my mom is so bad at spy stuff. She's like, I could not keep up with half of it. And luckily I could keep up from start to finish. I was a little worried that it was going to get really cloudy, but I was able to kind of keep track with it. And, like, the story was interesting. I liked her going through and trying to like figure out like what the hell is going on, like who she can trust, who she can't trust, and stuff. That part was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also, I guess the supporting cast, like I love John Goodman's role in this. I think John Goodman did a great job. But like I hated fucking what is his name? I know who he is. Xavier, like the guy who plays Charles Xavier and everything, like the young Charles Xavier.
Oh, James McAvoy.
James McAvoy. I hated his character.
Oh, really?
Did not like him. I didn't think the parts where he was like a good guy were funny. I didn't think the parts where he did like bad shit made me hate him more. I was just like I was not into him. And I think that's what kind of like I like all the points where James McAvoy is just not on screen.
That's kind of sad because I liked him in Split so much.
Yeah, like I like him. Like I love him as Xavier, and he's like done, but like this is just not.
He's a good actor too, and I'm kind of surprised to hear that. Like I've heard decent things about Atomic Blonde. I just didn't. I don't know. My mom and brother saw it before my brother moved on to San Francisco, and he said it was good. Like I mean, he pretty much kind of went what you were saying a bit. Like it was a little like dull to the eye, you could say.
And the times they because they would do like overlays, sort of saying like what location they were in, what time it was, and those would be in bright green. But I even felt like that. I think was like I think the contrast was too much to the point where it was just like it just didn't work. I feel like I think it'd be a little more cohesive than it was.
Yeah, when I asked my brother how was it, he said it was good. I guess like he kind of went with that slight disappointment in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I got from him personally.
Yeah, there are parts that are really good, and the parts that are really good, and then the parts that aren't great kind of drag it down a bit.
Oh, that's kind of sad, because I was looking forward to it, because it was also by the guy that did John Wick 1, so...
Yeah. The fight scenes are great. Like, I feel like if you want it, like, if you're planning on seeing it, go see it for the fights. Go see it for the action bits, because those are great. Plot bits, they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, so you said Atomic Blonde, and you say, fuck, what was yours, Katie?
Valerian.
Valerian, okay. Okay, I can give you mine. I definitely have a worse film this year.
What is it?
Transformers The Last Night.
There's a Transformers movie? Okay, we can
There's one like
more about knowing how time works, but also, I didn't know that there were still Transformer movies being made.
Oh my...
So...
I'm glad you think that way. Yeah, they're making a Bumblebee spin-off.
Yeah, with John Cena.
Okay, that sounds watchable though, because I love John Cena.
And it's taking place in the 80s too.
Holy shit, no, that sounds amazing. John Cena and Bumblebee in the 80s? John Cena in 80s fashion. Guys, I think this is genius. John Cena in 80s fashion, please.
Oh my god.
Y'all literally can't fuck this up. There's literally...
Michael Bay isn't doing this one either. It's the director that did Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, then I'll see that. Then that sounds amazing.
And also, he's not gonna have the Camaro. It's gonna be the classic Beetle in the movie.
Oh, okay. See, that sounds amazing. But also, please roast Transformers for the next 10 minutes.
Oh my god, Transformers Last Night though. Oh my god.
It has Marky Mark in it, right?
I know. Yes. And this is the last one he's doing apparently. Thinking about that film hurts me.
I feel bad because I feel like disaster movies and really cheesy blockbuster movies have like a place and a person who's known for them. If that's your shtick and you own it, I get that. But also Michael Bay is also a terrible person. So I'm glad that this movie is garbage and that people hate it.
You know, it's the lowest grossing Transformers film too. That's how that goes to show kind of how tired people are of these movies.
Yeah.
I just really hated it. And certain scenes were just edited so poorly. At one point we would go from point A to point D, and I'm like, where's the rest of the things? What the fuck happened? It was
It's like,
bad.
it's like, I remember when I first went to go see, like, Pacific Rim, I watched the Transformers movie just, like, because it was just on TV, like, right before I went. And I thought, well, like, giant robot movies are just gonna be like this forever. And then I see Pac Rim, who did the like, where you can actually just see shit happening and understand, and I'm just like, why can't you just do this instead?
That's because Pacific Rim is good, actually.
Yeah, Pacific Rim is so good. And they made it so easy. They're just like, this is what it is.
Yeah. Transformers last night. Fuck that movie, man. Like, I don't know. Oh my god. Every time I think about it, like, I watched it with my dad, and he fell asleep 20 minutes in.
That's fucked up. Like,
you didn't go get a refund?
I didn't get a refund because I wanted to see what was going to happen next, personally. Yeah, I only spent $4, so why the hell not?
Okay, it's not a full movie ticket. Like, if I saw that shit at Draft House, cross.
Oh, I bet if you saw that in the Alamo Draft House, you'd probably want your money back.
Yeah, it's like, all these drinks better be free now.
Yeah, Transformers, terrible movie, and I'm not even excited for it anymore, honestly. Any of them, like, maybe the Bumblebee spinoff, but not. Even then, I'm still skeptical.
Yeah, that sucks because literally everything else that has to do with Transformers has been like pretty good. Like the new cartoon has been okay, the comics are great, and this is just garbage.
Even the last couple of video games weren't that bad either. Transformers Devastation was pretty good from Platinum Games.
Yeah, that was fun, and now it's like, like, oh.
Thank God Michael Bay left, though. Oh.
I would love Michael Bay to stop making movies.
Okay, controversial opinion. I do think he has some good films. Personally, that's just me though. I
like the first Transformers.
I like the first Transformers and the third one personally. I also really like the Bad Boys films he's did and The Rock. So.
Oh, he did Bad Boys? I know he did Bad Boys.
Yeah, he did both Bad Boys movies.
Okay, Bad Boys 2, if only for the scene where Will Smith is like in the clan robes, they just rips him off and arrests everybody at the clan.
Oh my god. I swear, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have the best chemistry in those films.
Will Smith is literally like the best person.
Yeah, it's just a shame though they're not. I heard there were talks about part 3. In fact, they were gonna shoot this year. But apparently it's not going to happen because of Will Smith's busy schedule.
He's just too good. He's just too popular.
It's kind of sad because I kind of do want to see Martin Lawrence and him back together.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like, that's
and it's not Michael Bay either.
Oh. Like, yeah, I could see like a new take on Bad Boys. I'll take that.
Yeah, well, that's just what happens when you're a big actor like Will Smith. And also he has that DC contract.
Oh, yeah. More DC movies involving Will Smith. This should be interesting.
Should be. I mean, if you guys saw Suicide Squad, you know what I mean.
Yeah, Suicide Squad was okay.
He was okay in it.
Yeah, he was like the best part of it.
Everything else, though, what the fuck?
It was like him and Margot Robbie, and then like,
Yeah, that and Suicide Squad. Man, we're really getting sidetracked with all these films.
We are. There's too many movies.
Katie, have you seen Suicide Squad?
Oh.
You have not?
Oh.
Well, you.
I've stopped seeing movies that I just don't care about. Since I stopped working at a theater. So I look at it as like a time thing now. Like if I'm gonna spend 2 hours on a movie, I better want to go see it.
Yeah. It's a lot to like go out, spend money, and sit in a place for 3 hours, and then the movie goes.
I saw a bunch of passes.
Oh yeah, you don't have to spend money. Yeah, you just have free movie passes.
Yeah, I know.
I have to spend money.
Did you guys hear about the subscription service on MoviePass?
Yeah.
Do you guys have one?
heard of it. I do not.
We don't see enough movies, obviously, for it.
Yeah, it'd be wasted on us. Like, we just.
It would be good for me.
The part of their whole model, though, Lore. Sign up so that it makes up for the people who go every single day.
Yeah.
That's what they're betting on, and will it work?
I honestly. Yeah. I pro monthly membership to
Which one?
To where I don't have to pay individually to go see things.
It honestly depends on if that model's gonna work out for the company or not, because they're paying the theaters
Do you need this?
No.
the amount of a ticket price, so the theater is not gonna care. He's trying to stop it. It's gonna depend on if the company doesn't go bankrupt or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really got sidetracked. What the fuck?
This is talking about shit with Lorethekeeperof and DJ.
Yeah. It's honestly it's quite fun though. We're getting sidetracked sometimes.
This is a podcast. You need to listen.
I know. This is my last podcast before I go back to school tomorrow.
Oh, you start tomorrow. Oh wow.
Yeah, I go back to college tomorrow.
I thought.
I don't go start school till 2 p.m. though, so I get to sleep in.
I mean, yeah, that's the best part. I think my first class is at like 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, but like I don't go Tuesday to Thursday.
Yeah. Man, we really got sidetracked.
Now we're talking about
I know, we really got sidetracked. While we move on to the next question then. So there have been some games came out this year. Do you guys have a favorite one? We'll start with Katie this time.
Ooh, this year, favorite game. Honestly, it's still probably Overwatch. Like, it didn't come out this year, but that's still my favorite game.
I can see why. You guys play it a lot.
Because, if you have just a little bit of time, it works. But I've been playing a couple other games. I started playing Uncharted, Lost Legacy. It's really good.
I was like,
Mass Effect, despite its flaws. It's about it. I haven't played a ton of games.
I really want to play Lost Legacy.
It's really good. It's I like the characters in it a lot. So far from what I played, it's definitely worth. It's worth every penny.
Yeah, I like the Uncharted series, so that's why I kind of want to play it.
I highly recommend it.
Cool. Lauren, what about you?
Okay, yeah, so I scrolled through all the games that have this year, and apparently a lot of games I enjoyed came out this year too, and I just forgot how time works. But I'm trying to, I think, my expected favorite is to be Dream Daddy, but Dream Daddy was probably my favorite 2 weeks. I played it just, non-stop, and the problem is, there wasn't a lot of replay value, so I'm gonna say, for me, personally, I'm gonna say Mass Effect Andromeda, despite its many, many flaws, was, I think, definitely, right now, the game that I've gotten the most out of, besides Overwatch. But, Overwatch came out later. And I'm not a cheater, like Katie is. But,
It's had major updates come out this year.
Yeah, that's true, too. And I think, I don't think there have been people who have been a bit unfair to it, because there are good things about Mass Effect Andromeda. And it just depends on whether or not the bad things about it, are you able to kind of get over? And for some people, they can't. And for me, I just, there's this moment where I just kind of get jaded, and I'm just like, the faces I can. But sometimes the faces aren't dumb, so it's okay. And the parts that I really enjoyed, which is going out, exploring, doing the side quests.
Yeah, that's what I hated the worst.
I like driving. I actually like driving in a game. I am a mess, and I am clumsy, and I am terrible, so anytime there's driving in a game, I'm just like, no. Saints Row 4, I didn't drive a single car. But in this game, I actually like driving. And it's just it was a good way to turn your brain off and just kind of just roam around a bit. I think I put like 75 hours into it when I finished. So, like, in total, that was probably my favorite game. And then, like, my probably second place would be Dream Daddy, and then third place would probably be Resident Evil 7. Yeah.
That's interesting because I know a lot of people who hated Last Effect Andromeda. Oh.
Yeah.
Because okay, as someone who, for me, I've only played the second game. I never played anything else though. I've seen the third game being played, but I never played it.
Yeah.
Andromeda, I don't know, something about it just didn't appeal to me from the beginning, and I don't know why.
It's different.
It is different,
I
but
think that also helped that I wasn't super attached to Mass Effect. Not as much as I'm attached to like Dragon Age. Like, I was just like, okay, we'll just spin off.
here's the thing: I'm not really a big fan of RPGs per se. Like, I'm not really the biggest RPG guy. I mean, I enjoyed Mass Effect 2, don't get me wrong, but like some RPGs are very hit and miss for me. Except for Witcher. Witcher 3 and 2. I can play those.
So big. I get intimidated.
I can play those games and not feel intimidated. I love Witcher.
I love Geralt.
Geralt?
As a fan of the concept.
Oh, people always say he's the sexiest video game character.
I mean, I buy it. Like, I'd buy that more than when people tell me Nathan's a video game character. I'm like,
What?
Nathan
It
Drake?
honestly depends on what you think.
it honestly depends on who's talking to me. And like, cause they'll be like, oh no, it's Nathan Drake. And I'm just like, alright. That's your opinion. And then Dream Daddy's just funny. Dream Daddy's just a funny game.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of games. Surprisingly, I didn't really play a lot of AAAs this year. And I don't know why. It's just, I felt intimidated with a lot of games this year because I have so many games to catch up upon, even from last year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. I'm trying to name a few. The last episode that I did, I named off Sonic Mania. I played that on Switch, and I really enjoyed Sonic Mania. As someone who didn't really play the 2D Sonic games,
I played a lot of Sonic and Knuckles when I was a small baby. So there was like a PC port of Sonic and Knuckles on the family computer that I would play instead. And yeah, I love Sonic and Knuckles. And then they were like, yeah, the old stuff from Sonic and Knuckles is in there, but it's like different. And I was just like, oh, this looks so fun. But then I didn't play it. I just let other people play it, and it looks great. It looks fun.
Sonic Mania is definitely a lot of fun. Another game that I didn't mention last time, but I'm gonna mention now, is Friday the 13th. I've been playing Friday the 13th a lot. It's hilarious when you play people.
I watched Fraser play it, and I watched my friends play it, and I love watching people play Friday the 13th.
Honestly, it's a game that is more fun watching than playing.
Yeah, and like I would have played it, I just could not do that shit with my. Like I have to have like true friends playing with me because it's scary, and I don't like being scared around strangers. I don't like people seeing me vulnerable. Like I have to, like, we're all together, and what happens in this game, what happens in this private lobby does not leave. Like,
I'm pretty sure Katie wasn't into Friday the 13th.
Nope. I've watched like people play it and it looks fun, but like I don't know.
I feel like if I was me, you and Cassie played it, it would just be screaming.
You guys would be fucking hilarious if you played it all together.
I don't, cause Cassie seems tough, but she screams. She will scream when she gets startled.
That's
Like she screams when we play Overwatch. It's like somebody like.
Are you serious?
Like if someone comes up behind her and she's not ready for it, she screams.
Oh my god.
And
Just I wonder.
so
Fucking what? Fuck! I forgot his name already. The one that has the hook. That you can do the hook.
Roadhog.
Right? Yeah, Roadhog. Yeah, imagine. Does she scream when Roadhog hooks her?
Well, like usually when Roadhog hooks, you like see it coming, but like, yeah, she'll be like, oh, he was not there literally a second ago when I was.
That's funny.
Very good, but I'm like that too. I'll stream, especially because I play Mercy a lot.
I need to get back to Overwatch. Like I bought it when it came out. I just haven't played it a lot since then.
It is a very different game.
I know. I played it like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit! What do I do? What do I do?
Everything is different.
I was honestly like baffled by how different it changed with the updates.
I think that also screwed up my perception of time, was being someone who played Overwatch every day and how much it would drastically change. Overwatch has only been out a little more than a year, but it feels like it's been out for eternity.
It feels like it's a different game each time you play it, in a way.
Yeah, they're constantly changing it.
Did I play it with you guys one time? I could have sworn I played with Lord one time.
I mean, yeah, I probably have played at least one game with...
I played with Bunjo, and he could be a dickhead towards me.
Oh, no, yeah. We play with Bunjo all the time.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Bunjo. I know he likes to be sarcastic with me. I love to be sarcastic with him. He always teases me on Twitter and in chat. And I'm just like, oh, buddy.
That's how you know he likes you.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, he's a good guy. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying he always teases me. It's funny.
Yeah, Bunch always teases us too when we play with him.
I'm pretty sure he does, because I hear a lot about you guys playing together.
It's entertainment. It's good. It's good comedy.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Like, I maybe one of these days I'll play with you guys, and I'll be teased by Brunjo every single time I make a move.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, Overwatch also should count as.
That's
feel like
fair.
Overwatch will be our favorite game for like ever. Cause it's more than just like, I guess that sounds really like hardcore. Like it's more than like, I think I've made some of my like closest friends through Overwatch and playing Overwatch. And I don't know, D.Va's cool too. That's why I love it. D.Va and Lucio are in. No other games have D.Va and Lucio in though, so they're obviously inferior.
Yeah, and there's actually one more game I want to mention here that I've been playing a lot to get 100% on. I can't believe I'm gonna say this game. It's not even a recent game. It just was remastered this year. It's Night Trap.
Oh my god, I want to play Night Trap so bad because I watch Game Grumps play it, and I am so invested in the lore, in like this house, this family. Like I am just so invested in this game as a concept.
I was one of the few people to get the limited edition on limited run games, not a physical copy. So
okay,
because it was a birthday gift.
I mean, like you're getting play out of it. Like that's so awesome.
Yeah, that game is just cheese in all the best possible ways. Like,
and probably all the gameplay issues with it were probably kind of fixed for the.
Oh yeah, like I could see why people didn't like the gameplay back then, but I could tell you the gameplay is actually pretty good in this one. It's short. It's really short. Like if you could just power through it. Like it's 25 minutes long.
I mean, the cheesiest, most can't-filled 80s-esque 25 minutes you'll ever play in your life.
I know. It's cheap too. Like if you didn't get the physical, it's only $15 on PS4 and Steam. So I highly recommend it if you've never played Night Trap. But it's a really fun game. I'm still trying to get 100% because I'm trying to unlock extras.
Yeah, I bet. Like I know there's multiple endings, right? Depending on who you're able to save.
Depending on it, how many augurs you trap, or who you save, or just in general what you do with everybody.
Yeah.
There's also, if you do 100% on the game, like if you capture all of them, like all 100 augers, you unlock a second game inside Night Trap called Scene of the Crime, which was a prototype game before Night Trap.
What? You beat the game and then you get another game. That's your reward. That's so fun. That's so cool. I like that.
Yeah, I wanted it so badly, but it's so hard to get 100% because I keep missing spots. And I'm like shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Cause like I remember watching the Game Grumps play it, and they had like the walkthrough out, and they were just saying this is what you need to do to win, and they still lost.
I know.
They still up and lost.
It's not an easy game, but it's definitely a lot of fun if you're willing to invest the time in it. It's short too. Like I honestly, if they dragged it a bit, I don't think it would have been as good. But I'm glad it's short. Like it's short enough to have a lasting appeal on people. And I just think it's a really fun game in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much our favorite games this year. Does any of us, a curiosity's sake, does any of us have a worse game by any chance? Or disappointing game?
Ooh. It's kind of hard. Games are like movies. Like if I don't know, like because they're similar. And if I know I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if my friends like it. This is why I did not play Horizon Zero Dawn.
You didn't like Horizon Zero Dawn, or you didn't play it?
I didn't play it. I watched Fraser play it,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, my friends like it, but like my thing with open world games, I don't like when I'm by myself and exploring because I think it's just too quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why Witcher always turns me off because like it's so big and you're just by yourself. Like no, like that's why I like Mass Effect and Dragon Age because you have like a group of people that will sometimes like talk and it feels
you don't
like
feel lonely.
Yeah, you don't feel lonely. Like I just feel so lonely. Like playing Breath of the Wild, it's so quiet, and you're just out there.
You know. Oh wait, that came out this year too. Breath of the Wild. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot Switch came out this year. I honestly forgot.
Time isn't real. That's
I know. I need to catch up on Breath of the Wild because I really do like it. Katie, do you have one by any chance?
No, not really.
Not really?
Yeah, honestly, I don't pick up a game unless I know I'm gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth my time. So.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, games are like $60 each time, and you want to invest your money in like with the right game, personally.
Yeah.
So
easier to research than like movies. Like I do like that you can go watch a little bit of a game and be like, okay, that's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, movies and gaming are a different beast if you think about it. Like you could just look up a YouTube video on like a game and be like, oh, I'm not really interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, movie, however, I mean, it depends on how they sell the movie to you. Like you could see the marketing being the best ever and the movie being shit.
Yeah, the movie is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for another disappointing one, I don't want to say I didn't like it, but I was kind of disappointed with was Outlast 2 because Outlast 1 was one of my favorite games. Like, I love the lore. Like, I remember going back and playing it multiple times just so I could get all of the folders. Because sooner or later, you play it enough times, the scares don't scare you anymore. You're like, you're not scared, you've done this. Mm-hmm. And so I'd go back and get all, like, the notepads and stuff. So, like, I knew a lot about the lore of Outlast and Whistleblower. And I'm playing Outlast 2. Well, it was good. Like, the gameplay was good and scary, and there's scary bits in it. The fun part was that lore about that, like, the asylum and the science behind it. And I feel like the crazy cult lore has kind of been done in scary games a lot. Like, Silent Hill, basically. Silent Hill 3 basically got that crazy cult lore down, and it did it great. So, like, seeing it here, I'm just like, okay, I get it. Catholics are scary. Good. And so, but, like, like, I didn't want to say, like, worst game, because it was still good. Like, it was still a good game. It wasn't a good ass game, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what. I mean, Outlast was a really good game in the first one, and I saw the second one, and I was like, this is a completely different game in my opinion compared to the first, and I'm not sure if I like it.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the person you play as isn't as fun. Sure. Also, I was just like, man, Miles Upshur would have made a joke here. Well, like, not like talking, because he wrote, like, if you read, like, through his notes, he's actually super fun. Like, the character, but he just doesn't say anything. But since they have a person who talks, like, you have to be scared at the right scared points, and it's just like, I don't like you. I don't care. We all scared, like, get over it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed first Outlast, but the second one I didn't really buy into because I wasn't interested, personally. That's just me, though.
Yeah, the scenery was cool. I like the desert, because the desert, as someone who's been through and lived near desert, desert's terrifying. Like, West Texas and, like, the entire Southwest is scary. Like, so I bought it, but, like, the rest of it was like, oh, it's okay. Sight.
Yeah, I mean, so is that pretty much our thoughts on disappointing games, pretty much? Like, did we say our piece?
Yeah. It's been an okay year so far.
Yeah, it's been okay.
It's been alright. Especially the Otis Switch. Like, there's so many good games I've missed out on.
Oh, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good games on Switch that we'll definitely get into in our anticipated questions. But we still have one more question before we go into that. So, I'm pretty sure you guys seen a lot of TV shows this year, right?
Lore watches more than I do.
Okay, well,
I feel like I haven't seen any TV this year. Like, let me try to find a list, but I feel like.
See, Katie has like a job and a life. I don't.
I have a job too, so but I still.
I watch a lot of wrestling. If that counts.
You watch WWE?
Yeah, I started training this year, so I've been trying to like watch a little bit more to keep up with it.
I see.
A lot of my time.
Yeah, I'll say I think the easiest one for me to say is Rick and Morty. And the Rick and Morty have been fantastic. And I know they got new writers on their team 3, like they got new people. And it shows. They're doing a lot of really creative, interesting things with the concept. At least from what I see. And then we'll see tonight, because you know it starts out tonight as we're recording this. But yeah, I love Rick and Morty. I am really digging Ozark. I haven't, but the first 2 episodes of Ozark are really good. I love Jason Bateman, and he does amazing.
Oh, Ozark, the Netflix series.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. I feel like I haven't watched a lot of TV either, but I feel like I have at the same time because I'm trying to remember what I've watched this year. For one thing, I never watched Rick and Morty, so I haven't seen a single episode yet. Which is surprising because I feel like I would like that show a lot.
Yes. I've liked the 1 episode of The Handmaid's Tale I've seen. I have not finished it because I've read the book, so like I'm just gonna wait.
I see.
And American Gods also came out.
Oh yeah, American Gods did come out this year. I haven't watched it yet, but I wanted to.
I've watched the first half, and then I had I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start and just wait for it because on Amazon it's $8.99 a month for Stars, and I'm like, that's about the same amount as my Netflix. So I'm just gonna wait, especially because I'm only watching 1 show. But yeah, the first half is very good. I can't I don't know about the second half. I haven't seen the second half, but the first half of American Gods is very good.
I see. For me, one of my favorites this year, though, was the Samurai Jack final season.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was beautiful. It was emotional all throughout, and it was a good closing chapter to Jack's journey, pretty much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I super liked that it had closure. That was like my main thing, was like the fact that Samurai Jack did not get closure as a show really bugged me. And
Yeah.
now it's just like, okay, I'm okay with you not being around anymore because you're done.
Yeah. Katie, have you thought about anything?
I watched Glow. I did watch that.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Yeah, it's actually enjoyable even if you don't like wrestling. It's actually a very good story, and the characters they have are. I recommend it.
Yeah, I used to like wrestling. I just stopped for some reason. I don't know why, but I just stopped like after 3 years of watching it. But no, I've heard Glow was really good. My brother really likes it, and he doesn't even watch wrestling at all.
Yeah, it's if you like the 80s and like 80s aesthetics and stuff like that, it's got a lot of that.
Like Stranger Things.
I love Stranger Things.
It was spooky.
You haven't watched it, haven't you?
So no.
It's not that scary though. I mean, there are creepy parts, but it's not really that scary.
Murdered in it?
What?
Does anybody get murdered in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, too scary for me.
Yeah. That's why Katie hasn't watched Twin Peaks either.
Yeah, actually, I watched the first couple episodes of it.
I never watched Twin Peaks.
It's not for everyone. There are some, like...
I want to, though, because I like Deadly Premonition.
Yeah. See, if you like Deadly Premonition, you'll really...
I actually liked that.
Look, I think Deadly Premonition was too campy to be scary, but, like, it had the potential to be really scary, which was just, like, just worth it.
The Deadly Premonition was just weird in all the right ways, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just really loved it for what it was. Same with D4.
Yeah, D4 was... poor D4. They didn't get a chance.
I mean, Swery is making a new game that was announced recently.
Yes, about the cat people.
Yeah. I kind of want to kickstart it.
Oh no, I'm definitely probably gonna give money to it.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
He's gonna be at PAX Prime, because that was when it was supposed to be announced, was at PAX Prime.
Yeah, but they already announced it.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, I'm too excited, it's about cats. And there's murder in it, because I'm Swery. There's always murder in my game.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that comes about. What else did I watch? I could have sworn I watched something else this year. I just don't remember. There was a lot of TV shows that came out this year.
Yeah, especially if you count like anime or online TV shows.
I had a couple actually. I think I named one the previous episode. It was 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. That was a good one in my opinion. And then I also liked a series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix as well.
Yeah, that did come out this year, didn't it?
It came out in January.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that... Oh yeah, and Santa Clarita Diet did also come out this year.
Yep.
Which I also loved. I love that.
Haven't seen that yet, but I wanted to because I like the cast.
It's funny.
Alright. Well, is that pretty much it for our TV shows, or did we want to name anything else we liked?
For TV shows, yeah, for me at least.
I think one more for me is probably the My Brother TV show that was out on CISO first, which is now defunct, but now it's out on free on Verse. I love the podcast and seeing.
Are we counting podcasts now? Because that's all I listen to.
No, it was a podcast. It's a podcast. You gotta see.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
The My Brother and Me TV show. It's done by the McElroys who do Polygon.
Oh.
Polygon stuff. They have a podcast, a very popular podcast, and they got a TV show.
I see. Never heard of it.
I love podcasts.
Quite funny. Yeah. Me and Katie both also love podcasts.
Yeah. That's all I do at work is listen to podcasts.
Yeah, we both do office stuff, which allows us to sit and listen to podcasts as we stare at Excel spreadsheets.
Have you listened to my podcast before this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, we did. I like all the episodes with Yoshi in it because Yoshi's
Because Yoshi's the best.
Quasi is pretty hilarious. Midnight's pretty hilarious as well.
We also love Quasi, but we love Yoshi a lot.
I love everybody that goes on my podcast. I just love everybody when they participate. So, you know.
We love your podcast though. It's very chill. I love it at least.
Thank you. And now you guys get to be featured in one after this.
Fuck yeah, we're still internet famous, Kate.
Oh yeah.
One day we'll get all this YouTube and Twitter money.
Alright, well I think that's it for the TV shows now. Now we're moving on to our final questions, which are most anticipated pretty much. We'll go by sections here, and we'll start off with movies this time around. You could talk about anything the second half of this year probably, most likely. That's coming out soon. Who did I start off with last? Katie, why don't you tell us? Oh, so Katie was the last one I start off with?
Yo, start with Katie.
Oh, okay. Katie. Okay. Katie, do you have any films that you're excited for that are coming out sometime later this year?
I think the one that I'll probably actually go to the theater to see is Pitch Perfect 3.
Really?
It's coming out this year?
Yeah.
December.
Holy shit, I didn't know.
I'm sorry, I love those movies. For some reason,
I've seen the first one. I really liked it. I didn't see the second.
It's okay.
It's okay.
This movie's out there, but I like the music that they do. So.
Yeah, do you have anything else though? Maybe the other big one in December?
I'm looking at a list there. Yeah, you're gonna want to say Star Wars. And yeah, I'm excited for Star Wars. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. I know Star Wars out to an extent.
I feel like everybody's answer to most anticipated this year is Star Wars. Like, everybody's answer is Star Wars.
Not mine.
Really?
It's Kingsman 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh! Shit, yeah. That's on my list too.
Yeah, Kingsman 2 probably is my top one. Justice League, also on that list. Apparently Justice League is coming out this year, from what Google has told me. And like I said, the new It, I kind of also really just actually genuinely want to see, because me and my mother both love Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
And we unashamedly loved the first It. And for those who don't know, It is a very long book. If you actually read the book, it's almost, I think, 600 pages long. It is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very excited for It too. It looks very good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I saw the old one.
With Tim Curry?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched it recently again, and it really doesn't hold up, in my opinion, except for Tim Curry.
Yeah, if you watch it, I watched it when I was a kid too, because my mom made me watch it with. And it was scary. It scared the shit out of me. And then now I'm just like, man, Steven, what are you doing?
Yeah, it doesn't really hold up personally, but I like Tim Curry's performance in it though.
Oh yeah, Tim Curry made that movie.
I would also say for me for this year in the later half, like you guys said, It, Kingsman, and Star Wars of course for me as well. I would also give a couple shout outs to Blade Runner 2049. I'm really excited for the next Blade Runner.
I still haven't seen Blade.
The original.
I feel like I feel like I'm supposed to see it.
The original's
I love
really
space.
a really great sci-fi film. It's not about space though. It's more or less in the future of in LA. So.
I like sci-fi too.
Oh yeah, sci-fi, whatever you want to say about it. Yeah, Blade Runner is it's a classic in its own right, and I really enjoy it. In fact, I actually kind of enjoy Blade Runner, Harrison Ford's role in that more than Han Solo personally. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Oh well, yeah, Indiana Jones. That's definitely his best role, no doubt.
Yeah.
Compared to those two. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, there's also a couple more. There's this small film coming out with Jackie Chan called The Foreigner, which I'm really excited for.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Like,
Oh, good.
yeah, I'm really excited for that, and what was I gonna say? Because I don't know, it looks different for Jackie Chan personally. Like when I think of Jackie Chan, like he's done drama, sure. Like I haven't really seen his dramatic roles though. But I always think of him as like the Rush Hour guy or the Kung Fu guy that's just always having fun and stuff. But
Yeah.
but The Foreigner just looks so different, and I actually kind of like what it's going for. Personally, and it also has Pierce Brosnan, who's 007, so.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
And also, what else was I gonna say? I'm also really looking forward to The Disaster Artist, the making of The Room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll see that.
I'm about to get the book and audio book for when I fly out to PAX Pride. I'm really listening to that.
I need to read the book someday, because I really enjoy The Room for all of its wrong ways. So. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Disaster Artist because it looks pretty funny, in my opinion. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, Justice League, like I said, I'm surprised neither of you said Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I was thinking about Thor thing, or I just was like, because I like the Dark World. I'm like one of the few people who actually thought Thor was like super good, but yeah, I was just like, do I like Thor more, or do I like things more?
Okay. Yes, I am excited for Thor because it's written by two of my favorite writers. The ones who actually created X-23.
Yeah.
The movie. And they also wrote some of my favorite X-Men comics. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what they do. I don't care as much. I think the story can be really good.
Yeah, I also really like the director Taika Waititi, who did What We Do in the Shadows, which was one of the funniest films I've seen in recent memory.
Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is good.
Oh, it's so funny.
We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Oh, it was funny. And I need to see his art film Hunts for the Wilder People.
Yeah.
I need to see that. But no, I'm really looking forward to it. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like the Thor movies, personally.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I liked The Dark World a bit better than the first one, but at the same time, I also didn't find it very memorable, personally. That's just me.
That's the thing, yeah, like, not a lot of cool stuff happens in it. It's just a Thor movie, but if you like Thor...
Yeah, I mean, I like Thor, I just don't like the plot lines he's involved with. I don't know why.
Well, don't worry. The writers wrote X-Men Evolution. We're good.
What's X-Men Evolution?
The cartoon.
I've never seen it.
X-Men Evolution. Oh man, X-Men Evolution is pretty good.
It's like when the X-Men were teenagers.
Yeah.
Really?
Except for Logan, obviously.
For Logan.
Well,
But,
yeah.
Logan was born as an old man.
And they went to high school, and it was...
Yeah, I've never heard of it, but maybe I should watch it someday.
You should.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm also low key. I'm looking forward to Jigsaw because I kind of like the Saw movies.
I liked the first Saw movie a lot. I think the first Saw movie was really. And then
It got torture porny.
yeah, I got torture porny.
I mean,
The
I
last one, I was with Saw 3D. Was that the last? Whatever the one that kind of clinched up, like kind of ended the story of like Jigsaw and like his successors
hmm
and stuff. I liked because I was just like, yeah, I like the story and this idea. Very thin line connecting the movies. So
I don't-
like, I heard it, and I was like, thank you, we're done. So now they're like, not back.
Yeah, I don't watch the Saw movies really for the torture. I mainly watch it for the story because I actually do think the story is intriguing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping Jigsaw would be more in the vein of the first one in a bit, because the first one, in my opinion, was one of the more interesting, intriguing horror films of the 2000s.
It was so smart with what it did, with how little it had.
And it kind of launched James Wan's career as a director, and he would later do The Conjuring and Insidious films. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first Saw movie, and I kind of hope Jigsaw's in the same vein as that.
Yeah.
I could tell Katie is not into Saw,
No.
because you're so quiet.
No.
No.
It's too scary.
I know.
I also found out that Jumanji's coming out this year.
Oh my god.
I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, juggly action, but like when I saw the trailer of like what the plot actually is as a concept, I'm like, no, this is gonna be funny. Cause I love The Rock. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love The Rock.
No, I love The Rock too. I mean, I'll see Jumanji. I'll only see it if I see it with a bunch of friends, because I don't think I could see it by myself or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it looks fun. I just have that feeling it could turn out to be shit. Oh.
Yeah, it could be garbage. But like, I think The Rock is a really good. I think because I watched Central Intelligence with him and Kevin Hart, and he does like the nerd like I know it's like super like unexpected, but he like the way Channing Tatum does like the meathead jock really well, like as a funny concept. The Rock can really play a good nerd. Like, as someone who's, like, real socially awkward and very, like, soft and sensitive, like, he can play that for laughs, and it's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good at being, like, because he's, like, this big dude, so you expect him to be, like, really good at charismatic, but he's actually really good at being, like, a dork. And you can tell he just loves it. And I feel like that's going to carry over well into Jumanji.
I see. I haven't seen Central Intelligence, but I've heard about it. I did like Moana from him too when he was singing.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
Yeah. It's not the best, but he tries and it's fine.
And no, I think he can be a good singer. I mean, he's not the best singer I've heard from a movie, but he's miles better than like fucking Pierce Brosnan and Mamma Mia or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ugh, his singing just
Oh, no. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah.
As someone who's been in choir for most of his life, it makes me want to hurl each time I hear Pierce Brosnan sing.
But
yeah, I mean, Jumanji. It could go either way, personally. Like, it could be funny, it could be shit. That's the thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my movie selection. Is that it for you guys, or do you want to name anything else?
No, that sounds like about it.
All my big movies I want are in like 2018. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Anything that you're excited for gaming related? We'll start with Lord this time.
Evil Within 2. On Friday the 13th, like, oh man, I am so ready to get mad scared.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They announced Evil Within 2. I forgot. It was.
Yeah.
It was on Friday. It's gonna be on Friday the 13th.
Yep. I am ready to get mad scared. I have a list. I had a list open. Let's just find it. Let's see.
Wolfenstein is mine.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm excited for Wolfenstein 2. Like, I really liked the New Order a lot, personally.
Yeah, I liked it.
I remember when the trailer premiered, Laura was there, and I saw her comment 5 out of 10 on the Afrophysics.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. Holy shit! That's
That's like my main judge for a game. Like aesthetic, at least in aesthetics wise. That's why I also stand hard for Mass Effect Andromeda, because their afros were actually very good.
Really?
Like that's like the thing. Like their Afrophysics was actually pretty alright compared to like Mafia 3, which is a game that is full of afros. I didn't notice.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to Wolfenstein 2. I'm also looking forward to Super Mario Odyssey on Switch. That's gonna be a ton of fun. And I completely forgot that this was coming on Tuesday, but it's Mario and Rabbids, the RPG XCOM
Mario
type.
Rabbids really coming out on Tuesday?
It's coming out Tuesday. I lost track of time. Honestly.
That pack. I kind of want to play it.
I want to play that too. It looks really fun. And even if people hate the rabbits, I still think the game itself looks pretty fun, in my opinion.
I love the rabbits. I especially like when they showed the trailer and they showed the Peach rabbit. Like I don't even own a Switch, but I want an amiibo so I can put it on my desk. Like I just love that as a concept. It's just perfect.
I'm also looking forward to a Call of Duty World War II. I've been playing the beta this whole weekend, and I really like it personally. So, as someone who was out of affiliation for COD for quite some time, this is one that's really making me interested again because it's World War II.
Yeah, I remember old COD. It was good times.
Yeah, the last good one in my opinion was probably Black Ops 2, and I kind of felt fatigued by it because they kept doing future settings, and I was just I wasn't into it.
I think Modern Warfare 3 is when I started getting real tight, because I like the first Modern Warfare because they were interesting, especially because like I think I was like 13 or 14 when like the no Russian, or maybe 12. I was young when people were talking about like no Russian on the news. You shoot up an airport. So like I just had memories of me like going to a friend's house because my mom wouldn't let me like buy secret. So I was just like going to a friend's house and be like, yeah, this is the no Russian mission. Like there's like fond memories of like secretly playing this game.
Yeah, I remember those days when the no Russian mission was a controversy, and there was even like a censor option when you played the campaign. It was like, do you want to enable graphic content?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I want to enable graphic content. Why are you doing this to me? I've played Call of Duty before. And Katie, have you played any CODs before?
Yeah, I played number 2, Call of Duty number 2.
Oh,
and I played all the way up to
World War II?
Red 1 or whatever, yeah. And then I played all the way up to, I think, Black Ops 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My brother would always buy them, so I would play the story. But after that, I stopped. The story just kept getting, like...
Yeah. Because, like, I think that's also... I think people forget that COD... There's a time where COD stories were... Like, Modern Warfare 1 was amazing.
Modern Warfare 1 still holds up to this day, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like... Black Ops 1 also.
Oh, Black Ops 1's my personal favorite out of all of them.
Black Ops is definitely, like, my favorite.
I mean, are you guys interested in World War II by any chance?
It depends. I like a good story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think like old timey, like the old timey stuff is fun, especially if you're a history buff. I know history buffs kind of like it, but also like I don't know. I'm not a history person. I'm also not like I'm also one of those people who's like, yes, World War II. I'm tired. Let's see other wars. That's why I like Battlefield, because it was like World War One. We don't talk about this one much in games.
That is very true. Honestly, I feel like World War COD, the first couple of games was all about World War II. It's like now they're going back to it. It's like
Going
what?
back to our roots.
I mean, if people if they went to World War One after Battlefield One was out, then they would probably get hate on because it was like, oh, you're copying Battlefield One.
I want to see a game go like real far back, like all the way to the Revolutionary War.
Oh my God, Call of Duty Revolution.
Like yeah, because like Assassin's Creed did it. And
That's true.
Yeah, so like Call of Duty Revolution actually sounds baller. Like I want to bayonet somebody. Like
Call of Duty North and South.
Call of Duty Civil War.
Oh my God. You're just mowing down a bunch of southern people, southern races.
Yeah, all this old timey stuff. Like, see, that I'm cool with historic games if it's not like retreading. And World War II is groundbreaking.
I could imagine people getting pissed off during the reload in like Revolutionary War or something like that, because you literally have to take off the bayonet and just like stuff the powder. Oh my goodness, that'd be hilarious to play, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward from Ubisoft, Far Cry 5. It's
coming out this year, yeah.
It's next year, February 2018.
Mm.
But I'm still counting it because I played at E3 when I was at E3. That was the first game I literally played at E3.
You played at okay.
I went to E3.
Yeah, I know you did, but sometimes I forget, like, oh yeah, you get to, like, touch things there, and, like,
I know.
You see trailers.
My first game I went in line for was Far Cry 5. Because I just saw it there, and I was like, oh, I gotta play Far Cry 5.
I love, like, Midwestern Gothic. Like, I love that aesthetic. I love the fact that the most terrifying thing ever is a cornfield that is empty. Like, I love just all that space, and like anything can happen in that space. And I don't know, I just love that it's one man versus all these rednecks.
Oh my goodness, it's not just a man.
You can customize your character.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, man, Far Cry 5.
I think it was you and TARDIS that said, I can't wait to play as a black woman mowing down some rednecks.
Yeah, oh man. Like, that's why I stand Mafia 3 so hard, is because it lets you clan rally. I'm gonna shoot up so many clan rally.
I find it hilarious when he said that, and you also said that. I was like, oh my God.
That's all I want. It's just, oh god, yeah, reparations. Yeah, Far Cry 5. I don't care if it's hard, because I'm terrible at first-person shooters. Like, Overwatch is like a special case, and even then I'm still, like, bad at it, but, like, I'll fucking put time into Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Far Cry 5. As someone who played the previous Far Cry's, I could safely say that this is definitely a big, different approach to it, and I'm glad, because I was kind of getting stale of the island settings that Far Cry always went to, and we finally get into a city, like not even a city, it's like kind of like a town, like a very small mid southern town in a way. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I like Far Cry. I like the story in Far Cry 4. It's like Far Cry 3 had so much in it, and I like the story in Far Cry 4 a lot about like family loyalty, and also the Himalayas is very cool. And then, but like it still wasn't like, you know, like it wasn't like the best game, but I really liked what the themes they have. Like, I like when Far Cry has good, like, they have good themes, but they just never...
It's the execution.
Cohesive. Yeah. They never make them cohesive. Like, they never pack that punch you want.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I mean, I don't know if this counts, but my personal favorite is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon? Blood Dragon's good.
Blood Dragon's so amazing. I love Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon was the reason why I kind of went more into 80s stuff, because all these references they were making, and I was just like, I need to see that now.
There's also vampires coming out.
Oh, the one by the Life is Strange people, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I was just looking at that in November.
Yeah, November.
I believe
I will play it.
You will play it or you won't?
I actually like that's the thing is like the only kind of scary things I will do is like if it's like vampires or werewolves.
The best kind. Literally,
Yeah.
vampires and werewolves are top dollar.
Except for Twilight.
Yeah, I don't like that, but like I played The Order, for example. I really like that. I love like vampires and werewolves, but like scary.
I think you are the vampire. You are the scary one.
Yeah, you're the one I think in that game that's killing people.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. It's different when you're the one doing the E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay to murder people when you're a vampire.
Yeah, it's survival.
Well, I was reading about this one and it says the player is under no obligation to kill to finish the game. That's really cool.
You can just, I think you can take like a nice little sip of blood.
I'm interested to see what they do with their skills from Life is Strange and implementing it, because with Life is Strange they had mechanics in there that I hadn't thought about them doing. For example, like the time mechanic, and I'm interested to see what they do for this. I want more of that.
Yeah. It's more it's more actiony.
Yeah, I want cool mechanics that nobody else is thinking about.
It does make me sad that it's in London and not the vampire capital of the world.
Well, it could. I still think it could be interesting. Still, like.
Yeah, it looks really fun. It looks really cool, and I do love vampires.
I believe the Life is Strange prequel is also coming out. That's correct, right?
It's happening. I don't know if it's happening.
I think it's this year. I think it's actually this month.
It comes out soon. The one thing is that I don't care for is that her voice isn't. It's not the same person.
Yeah, Chloe. It's not.
Oh
yeah, which I hate when they do that.
Oh yeah, Life is Strange Before the Storm. That comes out. The first episode comes out actually this Friday. Yeah. No, this Thursday.
Really?
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I'm interested because I actually kind of enjoyed watching the first season of Life is Strange.
Yeah, I like Life is Strange as a concept, at least.
Though I will say Max is a bit of a bland main character, in my opinion. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I get that. It's also like that Portland-esque sort of like scene storytelling. It's weird because I've actually like talked to the guy who wrote that Austin lifestyle. Yeah, I've actually like talked to the guy who like wrote the for one of my classes. We had a Q&A like for game narrative. And people were talking, or we were asking, like I asked about like his research process, and he's just like, he was like, people make fun of me, but I actually did listen to you. That's just how Team Northern California talk. Like that North Portland area. So like whenever people make fun of the 2G dialogue, just like, no, I swear to God, this is what the team said, and I thought it was weird too, but I promise.
Yeah. But yeah, Life is Strange. I thought it was a pretty good game in that wasn't Telltale. Yeah, I'm surprised that it actually wasn't made by Telltale. But honestly, I personally think it has a better engine than Telltale's engine. But Telltale's engine could be really bad.
It's rough. It's rough.
Though I did finish Tales from the Borderlands recently, and I really liked it.
Yeah, Tales is very good.
Is there anything else you guys are looking forward to, perhaps this year for gaming?
I mean, I would have said Red Dead, but now
It's not this year.
It was though when it was announced.
That would have been my number one if it was still this year.
Yeah. And then they're like, nah. And then I would have said Wolf Among Us too.
That's also next year.
Yeah, they're like, nah, we're saving it for 20. Which, like, I would be mad if it hadn't already been 3 years and we were on the 4th season of Walking Dead when those two.
I know.
And I'm just like, look, I don't ask for much. I don't want all the Walking Dead treatment for Walking Dead. I would just like one other season.
I just want a good season of Wolf Among Us. That's it. I want to see continue.
Especially because I've already read all of the comics, so I'm just like, well, I'm out of shit.
I never read Fables, so.
It's pretty good. I've read a couple of the trades.
I like it.
I should give it a read someday since I like Wolf Among Us, the first season, especially.
Yeah, it's good.
Katie, is there anything else you're looking forward to in terms of gaming?
I was looking through the list, and yeah, actually, Battlefront 2's.
Oh,
but
yeah.
not the game. Story mode.
Just the story mode?
Yeah. I would never play the multiplayer, but I would play the story mode.
Finn's gonna be in it, right? That's what John Boyega said, right?
Yeah, Finn's gonna be in it.
Good. Yeah, then I'm done.
Yeah, because okay, the reason why I think Battlefront 2 is gonna be a whole lot better than the first one, because they're gonna have a lot more content, and also all the DLC's free. Thank God. So I feel like EA and Frostbite. Is that the name, Frostbite of the company? No, it's DICE. Sorry, DICE.
Yeah, DICE.
That's their engine. Sorry, my bad. DICE. I feel like they're learning from the first one. They definitely took the feedback correctly, but we'll just have to see how they execute it, especially the story, because the story does interest me for Battlefront 2.
Ooh, the writer. I don't know if y'all ever played Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh, it's the writer.
Oh, it's that one.
He wrote Spec Ops.
Are you
I'm excited?
I'm gonna cry.
It's his next game, and I'm so excited.
Spec Ops: The Line was underrated as hell.
Oh, I love that game. I went into it knowing nothing about it except for that
I know.
It was like a. But it's like you get to choose some things, and I was like, yeah, I love games that give me choices. Let's play this. And then I'm like, oh gosh.
No, all of our choices are going to be bad. It turns out we were bad guys being tired. Oh no.
Spec Ops: The Line. Yeah, I remember seeing Spec Ops: The Line for free on PS Plus, wondering what the hell is this. So I downloaded it. I played it.
For a fun war game.
I thought it was just a war game, a fun war game, and then I played it. I was like, "Wow, that was actually a lot. That was actually a lot deeper than I thought it was."
I could do a whole podcast on that game. I love that game.
Yeah, it was pretty deep. It was a really deep game, and yeah, it was really good in my opinion. Underrated, very underrated.
Yeah.
So I'm excited they're bringing him in to do the story for Battlefront 2.
That's wild.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
We're gonna have a full We Were Assist the whole time, a la KOTOR.
Yeah, I don't want to buy the whole game just for the story if it's gonna be a short story though.
Sean,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm recording, Mom.
Huh?
I'm doing a podcast, Mom. Yeah, my mom came into the room.
Because she likes Star Wars. She heard us talking.
She heard Star Wars and she really liked it.
Battlefront? I love Battlefront.
I'm in!
My mom hasn't been a gamer since '85.
There's a never better time than now.
Yeah, get into Battlefront. Get your mom into Overwatch. Oh man, one big podcast I want to play with me.
Oh my god. My mom playing Overwatch, she probably wouldn't even understand how to use the controller.
I'm so tempted because like my mom's the one who got me into video games, and I'm so tempted just to give my mom the controller. It's like, here, mom, you can play some Overwatch.
Yes, I would play with your mom.
Oh my god. Let's just have all of our moms play Overwatch.
Dude, oh man.
What character do you think she would play?
My mom, she'd probably play something like, she'd be like, I like to heal. Like, she likes to do something, she was like, whatever I can, she'd probably play Reinhardt at first, because he only has like 3 buttons.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I can protect myself? Oh, this is nice.
I feel like my mom would be into Mercy. Personally.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, well, it would be interesting to have, like, moms play Overwatch.
We can coordinate this, get all of our moms to play Overwatch.
Let's even have Brunja's mom his mom play Overwatch.
Mama Buncha plays.
Oh my god.
I would pay actual money.
I'll pay more money than the Mayweather McGregor fight to see that. I didn't pay for that, by the way. I didn't pay for that fight.
Oh no. I literally just checked on Twitter when it was over, and I'm like, okay, my expectations were correct.
Now let's move on with life.
Yeah. Now this can never happen again. Thank God.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, is any of you guys looking forward to anything else if you're still looking through this?
No, that's all for now. I'm hoping, since we're going to PAX soon, that I'll find some other like indie titles that look interesting. But for the main releases, that's all I see.
Yeah.
Fine.
Apparently, Hello Neighbor is supposed to come out this month, right? Like.
Which one?
Hello Neighbor.
That looks scary.
Hello Neighbor looks fun as fuck. I played it at PAX, but I was so bad. I was just like, I'm bad at trap setting, bad at puzzle, like, it's wild. But, there's other game that I just thought was supposed to come out.
Please find Cuphead if it's there.
Yeah, Cuphead. Cuphead's supposed to come out, like, on the 29th. Like, this
Of
month.
September.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Cuphead as well.
Yeah, it looks hard. I'm just trying to imagine playing it on PC.
Oh.
I feel like I need a controller in my hand to play a game like that.
It's a shame that's only Xbox. PS4 doesn't get it either.
Yeah, it's funny because that was like a big like exclusive for the Xbox One, but like if it, I don't know, came out when it was supposed to come out, it would have been like, I think Cuphead would have been a system seller if it came out when it was supposed to, but then Cuphead just was like, oh, we're coming out.
At least it's on PC.
Yeah, that's good. Like, your Xbox is kind of useless now, but it's gonna be real great when
Yeah. I have a feeling it'll be like Inside though. Inside came out on PS4 eventually too, and that was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive. So maybe it'll be like that. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for gaming for me too. Yeah, I think that's it for gaming. Why don't we move on to the final question now, and that would be TV shows. Is there any TV shows you guys are looking forward to later this year, Katie?
Actually, I was looking through the list of TV shows and I found out about a TV show I didn't even know was coming out this year. They're making a version of The Runaways on Hulu.
Oh.
You know the Runaways comic?
Oh, that's the Marvel one, yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be on Hulu. There's a picture released of the cast. I don't know how I feel about it, but I kind of want to watch it.
I mean, Hulu's been making some pretty decent shows.
There are some shows I'm really looking forward to.
Stranger Things Season 2.
Ah!
On Halloween!
Oh, fuck yes, it's gonna be lit.
I'm gonna get so drunk, I'm just gonna watch it. That's my Halloween.
I'm just gonna
costume, and I'm just gonna watch it.
I'm just gonna binge watch it like I did last time, one night, and that's it. That'll take me all night. I don't give a
8
shit.
hours.
Technically 9 since it's 9 episodes.
It's 9 episodes? Okay. Yes, baller.
I'm definitely looking forward to Stranger Things Season 2. I'm also looking forward to Mr. Robot Season 3.
Oh, Mr. Robot's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They rarely marketed Season 3, though. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was coming.
I knew the first 2 were coming, I just didn't know about Season 3, and then all of a sudden a trailer comes out, I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, shit, more DuckTales as well.
Oh yeah, I need to see the pilot still.
The pilot is very good. I stand hard. I love DuckTales. And I just want more of it. It's basically like filling the gravity falls shaped hole in my heart right now.
Well, it is by Disney XD as well, so.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to more Voltron, the Legendary Defender series on Netflix. So.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch Season 3 still. I only watched the first episode. And Season 4 is out in October apparently, so I'm just like, oh, I need to catch up soon.
Yeah. I think you got time. There's only like 8 episodes this season.
I think it's 7 this season.
7? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it's 7 this season. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me, though, for TV shows. I mean, I would say Walking Dead, but I still haven't seen Season 7 yet, so...
Yeah, I'm not what?
Even then, I'm getting a bit fatigued by Walking Dead a bit.
Yeah, there's 2 Walking Dead TV shows out, like, running right now.
This one and Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm just like,
Too many.
There's too many.
I know this doesn't technically count as a TV show, it's a movie, but it's the other TV show. It's Psych the movie comes out in December. So, Psych's coming back for a 2-hour period, which is exciting to me.
What is?
Psych the movie.
There's a Psych movie coming out?
Yep, supposed to come out in December.
What?
Yep.
I haven't heard that name in a while, what the fuck?
I know, I remember, because they got it out earlier, like spring. And they were like, coming this December, and they've been filming it all this summer and stuff. And it's supposed to come out in December.
Is it a TV movie?
It's feature length, but I think it is coming out on TV.
Oh.
2 hours.
That's crazy. I did not know about that. I haven't heard that name in a while.
I know, it ended right when I graduated from high school.
I haven't really seen Psych, but I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I kind of if we're talking about TV shows still like that, I kind of want to see a Chuck reunion. That's just me though.
Yeah.
I fucking want to see Chuck so badly again. They left me.
I watched like 1 episode of Chuck. That's the one I'm like, I miss Chuck. I watched Psych and
I love Chuck so much. Oh my god. I was so sad.
Those I care about.
I know.
So
I was sad when they removed it on Netflix. I was like, no.
Oh, I have all the DVDs though.
Oh, you lucky. You're so lucky. Is it on Blu-ray too? Or no?
Yeah, actually, I think I have the last season on Blu-ray. They might have it all on Blu-ray now.
Oh, that's another show that I want to see like a, kind of like a Sense8 type thing they're doing, like do like a true series finale with it. Because in my opinion, the series finale of Chuck, while it did close many things, I still felt like it was kind of open-ended in a way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Sense8 season finale. I do want to see that.
Isn't that till not next year though?
Isn't it not till next year?
Or is it this? I don't know. I haven't watched like Sense8, so
I like it.
My brother loves it.
Fun. Yeah, it's weird and fun, and I just kind of want to know what happens at the end. I want to know if all my faves end up okay. That's it. That's all I care about.
If we're talking about old shows, a Blu-ray release I would love to see is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I want that on Blu-ray. Once they announce that, I'm gonna click the pre-order button so hard because I'm like, I'm gonna break my mouse if it takes me that.
Yeah, I feel like that's like stuff like that. I feel honestly, Blu-ray update. Literally, I would just only want Tales of Ba Sing Se on Blu-ray, like just that. Just see Tales of Ba Sing Se is my favorite episode. But yeah.
That show is incredible. Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what's funny? Ever since you said Psych, I was thinking of like old USA shows that haven't been on in a while, and one that pops up in my mind is Monk for some reason.
Yeah, I watched old Monk when I went over.
I watched some of Monk back in the day, and I actually enjoyed Tony Shalhoub. So.
Yeah. So, like, I watched old Monk, and I was like, God, it's like being in middle school again.
You know, what's funny is that I don't remember Tony Shalhoub in Spy Kids, because that was apparently the first thing I saw him in. I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, he was the man with the hand.
Yeah, he was Minion. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? That was him the whole time?
Yeah. It was wild.
That's another show I've been thinking of on USA. What else was? I mean, are you guys excited for that Rocko's Modern Life reunion movie?
See, I wasn't a Rocko's Modern Life kid. I'm more excited for the Hey Arnold movie.
Oh yes, Hey Arnold. Hey.
That was my cartoon. It was like Hey Arnold and oh god, what's the other? Like just all the Nicktoons, like
Rugrats.
Yeah, and Rugrats. Yeah.
Can they make a Rugrats reunion?
I mean, you got them like 10 years older, right?
There is a show.
We did get All Grown Up, and All Grown Up actually wasn't bad. I liked All Grown Up.
I liked All Grown Up too. I didn't hate it.
I think it's because All Grown Up and As Told by Ginger existed at the same time, and that was too much. Too much teen angst for one, like, no.
Yeah, I watched All Grown Up a lot, and the original Rugrats too. And I watched the 3 original movies as well a lot as a young boy. So, I watched the Rugrats movie, I watched Rugrats in Paris, I watched Rugrats Go Wild. Ugh.
It's crazy to think that some of those shows got so big they had like feature films.
And they're great, actually. Yeah. They're actually really great. Is there any other future reunions you would like to see for a show?
Reunion.
Yes.
like what?
Lori, you have any?
I'm trying to think. You go if you have one.
Future reunions. Do you mean like shows you just want to see come back, or shows that you feel like they should get continued?
Like, just come back for like either a movie or a final season per se. Like things that you felt like didn't have a closure.
God, that's so hard.
I know a lot of people are gonna say Firefly is one.
Yeah, I don't care.
I feel like it got closure. Like that's the thing. Like if I was to say that one show I would love to come back, it would be. I don't know. That's my one, but it got closure. It got a movie.
Serenity, yeah.
So did Firefly. They got a movie. A lot of shows have gotten movies.
See, my number one would have been Samurai Jack, but
that got a series finale.
Yeah. Oh no, Static Shock, I think, needs to come back.
Static Shock?
Yeah, Static Shock needs to come back.
I never heard of it.
It's a great
Static Shock?
superhero cartoon show that took place in a pseudo Detroit-esque neighborhood. It's called like Dakota, but it was obviously supposed to be. And yeah, it's great. people who know Static Shock, like anybody who's ever seen Static Shock will hear this and be like, yeah, Static Shock needs to come back. Because Static Shock is amazing.
I don't know why, but I kind of want to see. This is like a UK show, by the way. I kind of want to see Mr. Bean come back for like a movie or something like that. Like, see him where he's at. He's had movies, but
I watched Johnny English, which is the guy who plays Mr. Bean.
Yeah, it's the same guy. They're making a Johnny English 3, by the way.
What? There's a second one?
There's a second.
There's a second one, and there's enough to make a third one.
Yeah, the second one was called Johnny English Reborn. And believe it or not, it had the main guy from Get Out in it.
Did it actually? I'm screaming.
Yeah, he was in it. And yeah, I honestly didn't think they would ever make a second Johnny English, but they did like a couple years back. So
that's wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows I kind of want to see come back personally. I said Rugrats. I said Chuck. Chuck is a big one I would love to see.
Ooh, Kyle XY needs to come back.
Oh my god, why were you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
When you're thinking Kyle XY, I was like, did Kyle XY get closed? So why did that
I
happen?
legit.
What happened?
Wait, what show was it again?
Kyle XY.
Kyle XY. Oh my god, I found somebody else who loves the show. Holy crap.
Wait, can you repeat the name again? I'm sorry, I could.
Kyle XY, like the name Kyle.
Kyle XY?
Yeah.
What is
You
that?
probably saw the banners when they first came out. It was the guy who like lifted up his shirt and he had no belly button.
Belly button? Because he wasn't born, because he had no umbilical cord. He was made in it.
Oh, this is a Fox show.
It was on ABC. I watched it on ABC Family.
It was. Oh no! Sorry, ABC Family. My bad.
And they canceled it because they wanted to move away from non-teen like Pretty Little Liars programming, so they canceled it. And it ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm mad forever, and I hate everything.
You never know what's gonna happen. Just tell me what happened.
They tell you what happens on the DVD. Like the creator, she does the Vampire Diaries or whatever now, but like she talks about what her plans were, and honestly, her plans were straight trash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay
I
with
want
it.
someone good to do Kyle XY. I want. Who would I want to make the new Kyle XY? Let's actually workshop this. Let's get.
To explain what it is for people who don't know, it's basically like a superhero. I would say it's like a superhero origin story, but you don't know it's that until like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's just
so good.
It was just a mystery of it because like it was like teen drama-esque, like you think like Smallville type of stuff, but like just imagine all of the superhero bits are just like shrouded in mystery and you're trying to like piece together like who the fuck is this kid? Where is his belly button? Like that's like 90% of the mystery. Like why don't you have a belly button?
Yeah.
Why can you lift cars now?
I feel like I have seen the promos for this show. I just don't remember.
Probably have. And like I love the family aspect. Like everyone seems like really fleshed out as a character. It has the girl from who's in Thor now.
Who is it? Fuck.
Jamie Alexander.
Oh, her.
She shows up in season 2 and does a really great job. Also.
Yeah, Kitty, we need to rewatch Kyle XY now. No.
I own all the seasons.
Really?
Shit.
Gonna bring him to PAX.
We're watching them. Oh my god.
Can you bring the PAX South while you're at it?
Yeah, I can bring him. I own all 3 seasons.
We'll do drunk showings every night.
Wait, so is that...
I thought it was only 2.
Where are you guys staying at, though? Are you guys staying...
No, it's 3... You have not seen the 3rd season?
I thought it was only 2. Well, this was back when I was watching on TV and didn't have season.
Double check.
Wait, so... Wait. For PAX South, are you guys staying, like, near the convention center? Because that's what I'm...
I think we are staying at the Marriott.
That's usually what we say.
Yeah, I'm staying, like, pretty close to the convention center, too. I'm sharing a room with the Turbo, actually, when I go there.
seasons. Lore.
What?
It's 3 seasons. The first
It's
one, and the last one's called the final season.
Damn. I knew it ended on the cliff. I was just like, nah. Cause like.
Yeah, it ends on like a huge cliffhanger.
Yeah, speaking of shows that were canceled and had a cliffhanger, I would love to see Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles come back.
Oh my god. I loved that show.
Fucking cliffhangers, though.
Oh my god, that's a great show too. Or you would like
It was the best Terminator sequel that was better than most Terminator sequels that came after 2.
Oh, the Sarah Connor one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had
it's
it had Lena Headey before she did Game of Thrones. That show was so good though. Like, as a big Terminator fan, I really loved Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, and I was kind of sad when it was canceled.
Yeah. And it ends on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Yeah, it ends on a stupid fucking cliffhanger.
It because they were making the new Terminator ones. Isn't that why they canceled it?
And then we're stuck with Terminator Genesis now.
Yeah, I think they canceled it because it wouldn't fit the making.
They're rebooting Terminator again, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's gonna be the Deadpool director, and I think James Cameron's also getting back the rights to it too, sometime very soon. They should just stop making Terminator films, if you want me to be honest.
I feel like,
Yeah.
I think Fraser talked about how like films are cool, but like you'd rather see their concepts produced. Like, it's interesting, and that's like how I feel too. Like, I'm more likely to watch a show about something than like a movie about something. And I think Terminator, like this, because like I'd always seen like Terminator, the term like the one you're talking about, and I remember liking it. And I think Terminator should just have shows, because just the concept of Terminator is just really.
Exactly, they were gonna do a Terminator show when Genesis came out, but since Genesis bombed, they canceled the show. So pretty much there goes another TV show that we didn't even know about.
Like, I think the best part of Terminator is like when it's not focused on like in the actual war. Because when I heard Genesis or whatever or whatever the other one, Salvation, is like takes place like with the war, I'm like, I don't care about the war. I care about like trying to prevent the war.
Yeah,
and so that's what I really liked about the show.
That was Salvation, yeah, the 4th one. Genesis was kind of the weird crossover mix between the 1st and 2nd one, I believe.
Oh, I hate time travel stuff like that.
Time travel movies can be hit and miss. I think ever since I don't know. Like, I think the best example for a time travel movie is Back to the Future, personally. So that's just me though, because I'm a huge Back to the Future guy.
Yeah. It just, you don't want it to become too convoluted. That's where you can lose people.
Even the first 2 Terminator films I find really good with time travel. So, but no, like you said, the Sarah Connor Chronicles was a really good take on it. It was just sad that they had to cancel it so early.
Highly recommend it though. It's still got, I think it was like 2 seasons.
Yeah, it has 2 seasons. I watched it on Amazon Prime. The rest of it, the ones I didn't remember. Oh, I was so disappointed when it just ended like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just realized I'm looking at the runtime for this podcast, and we've been discussing for like 2 hours now.
Good.
This is probably going to be one of the longer episodes.
Good, we have some content here.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, like, yeah, I think the longest episode I had was the anniversary episode that I did, but that was because I had so many guests. I had like 7 guests, I think, on that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was crowded. But it was really fun. Like, I love doing my podcasts and stuff.
Being on your podcast. This is fun.
Yeah. With that, I think it's a good closing, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right then. Well, thank you guys so much for coming down here, taking your time on here on my One Take podcast here, and hopefully I get to see you guys in the future episodes.
Definitely.
Before we go, that was timed perfectly.
We're the same person, me and Katie.
Honestly, I think you, Katie, and Cassie are the same person.
We might as well be.
Yeah, you guys might as well be. So with that said now, what I do here usually at the end of the episodes, I ask for social media from you guys where we can find you. We'll start off with Lore this time. Lore, where can we find you anywhere on social media?
The best place to find me is on Twitter. I'm at DopeLore, and I'm always posting. I never shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. My kid could
if you like content, you've come to the right place. I didn't say it was good content, but you're gonna get some. But that's basically like where I'm at mainly. Is at DopeLore.
Make sure to turn on notifications.
Oh yeah, your notifications is gonna be blowing up if you subscribe to her Twitter.
If you love yourself, don't turn on notifications.
If you love yourself, do turn on the notifications.
See, every time someone tells me they have notifications for me, I get really worried. I'm just like, I am so sorry. But yeah, follow me at DopeLore. I got my Postmates code on there. Use my Postmates code. You get $100 of delivery. No, you don't understand. You get $100 of delivery, and if you use my Postmates code, I get $10 for every time someone uses it.
Well, I tried using it. I'm not a new member apparently, so.
Yeah, you gotta be new.
I'm not new at all. I've been using Postmates a lot.
Yeah. So if you think about using Postmates, but you don't like the idea of paying delivery fees, you get your first, basically your first 10 deliveries, for free. Maybe more, depending on...
Do you think that would work in my area?
Probably. I mean, it works in most areas.
Yeah. So...
I live in a small town, so it works in my area.
Yeah.
Katie, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter, at Fighterkes. And... Yep. That's it. I don't post a lot, but I'm trying to get better at social media stuff.
Fair enough. Alright, well, thank you guys again for coming down here, taking your time. I'm sorry again about the delays throughout. That's just... but yeah, finally we'll get this episode out. As soon as we're done recording here, I'm gonna upload it straight away. Yeah, thank you guys again for coming down here, and hopefully I get to see you guys in more episodes in the future.
Most definitely. We'll be at PAX South, so you'll see us there.
How about a PAX South episode?
Oh man, like a vlog?
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
You know, Quasi texted me on Twitter saying he wants to do one with everybody that has been on this podcast, and I'm just like,
at South?
Oh shit, yeah.
Wait, Quasi Joe's coming to South this time? Yes, Quasi didn't go last time.
Yeah, Quasi's going.
Thank God. I know Quasi's going to Prime.
Quasi's a teddy bear.
I love Quasi. Love that guy.
He's the reason why I got Turbo. Well, he's the reason I have Turbo because he bought it for me. So.
Oh my God, Quasi's cool. Shout out to everyone who's ever been on this.
Quasi's the fucking best.
Yeah, I love Quasi.
Quasi's the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, so that's shout out to Quasi, and we'll see Quasi.
Yeah, we'll see Quasi. We'll see Quasi at PAX. Maybe a PAX South live episode because they've been. Quasi texted me saying they wanted to do what was it? They wanted to see a movie, avoid seeing a movie that's coming out in December and wait for January.
And go see
Why
it.
not see a January movie? You know those are the best.
Oh my god, those terrible January movies.
January.
We should just do that. That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hidden Figures came out in January. Hidden Figures was good, but yeah.
It's usually hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go see a garbage January.
Probably. Anyways, that said, you can subscribe to the channel here, our One Take Podcast channel here. And thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.